Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of August 30th. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Pisces, do also understand that I'll never ask you for money or contact you for a reading. I'll never do that via email or anywhere in the comment section. So I do have to say that, unfortunately. The only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. I am currently out of stock, but at any rate. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same is true to my Patreons. So let's see what else we have here for you, Pisces. All right, let me make sure everything's in view. And we'll get right into this for you. Okay, looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card that everybody likes to see. This is the arrival of a financial event happening, okay? The thing about this is something that is not a quick win. This is not a lottery win. This is something that comes with an element of time, okay? You've been hoping to have this situation turn around. You've been hoping to have it come through, and here it is. The knight is on their horse, coming in with the pentacle, ready to offer you something, okay? And so it'll be different for everyone. For some people, it could be getting into that school or university. Others getting into that new apartment or house, maybe even getting a job. Anything of the material realm, that sort of event arriving. If those are not resonating, the Knight of Pentacles as an aspect of yourself says you're putting in the work. You are dependable. People give you tasks and priorities because they know you will complete them. And so some of you may resonate with that in that way. We do have some earth energy coming through here with the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit being a Virgo, the Page of Pentacles in the future. There's a lot, and the Eight of Pentacles as well. There are a lot of really good things to look forward to. I do think we are in, part of the reason why some of these cards are coming forward is because we are now moving into Virgo season. And so for some of you, that you may resonate with that. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get into this. You have the Hermit right away in the middle. As before mentioned, this is a Virgo. But more importantly, this card is somebody who takes time to be alone and travels their inner consciousness. They listen to the thoughts that are coming up inside. You can see they're working towards self-mastery, which is what the Hermit is about. So for you, you could be mastering something in the workplace. You could just be mastering yourself, like working on self-improvement in some way, and taking an academic, studious approach to this, and approach to life at this moment in time. And so definitely like to see that, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. You have a great reading here, one of the better ones that I've had for this week so far, and I'm almost through all of them. You have the Four of Wands here in the past. There could have been some sort of, you could have, this, here's the thing. This is a card of traditional marriage. I feel like perhaps you've spent time thinking about how you want something stable in relationships and partnerships. I try to bring in messages for both love and career. In this reading, there's a mix of both. And so for some of you, you've been thinking about how you kind of want something long-term. You want something stable. For others of you, you have spent time thinking about how you've established a foundation in your career or in whatever it is that you do for money. And I do feel like this is now arriving here with the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Hanging Man as well. There is a sacrifice that you made here in the past. I see you almost like deciding to not be content anymore. You're deciding to let go of this chain here and start free falling and see where you land. the Hanged Man's challenge is to make a sacrifice, to let go of the comfortability of being where they are instead of moving forward. And for you, it looks like you're really, really trying hard or even succeeding at moving forward here. And lastly, you have this King of Wands from the past. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. This is the entrepreneur, classic entrepreneur in the tarot. This is somebody who follows their passions, okay? They turn their passions into their full-time thing. Or if they're in the workplace, they are the most passionate person in the room. Like, you can just see it exuding off of them. You can see how much they love to do what they do. And if they don't love to do what they do, they leave. And that's what I feel like for you. Some of you have said, you know what, I'm going to take this time that I have now. I'm going to make a sacrifice here. I'm going to cut the cord. I'm going to start doing what I want to do, living life on my terms. Now, in this current situation column, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, and the Knight of Cups. Looks equally as good here for you. So this Knight of Cups is also, by the way, whenever I get two or more knights, it means that there's probably going to be some events that happen here. There are probably going to be a lot of different things coming forward. Could be a busy time for you, Pisces. But this Knight of Cups is the arrival of a romantic situation. This is also, as a person, somebody you really think a lot about, almost like you're someone you like romanticize about. Like, if you could create a partner, this is the Knight of Cups, right? This is your perfect person almost. And so for some of you, you could be unexpectedly getting word from somebody. I do feel like they'd be the real deal. You have two cards that I look for family starting, for stability, for marriage, partnership here with the Four of Wands and a Ten of Cups. I do feel like they would be a serious partner, somebody who's in it for real. This person could be a Virgo. I try not to, don't get hung up on the signs. They could be any sign. Specifically, I'm feeling like Earth sign Virgo, some of you, or it could just be that we're in Virgo season, but some of you may be someone with those traits. Just remember that the natal chart's is vast, right? And so they could be a Scorpio sun, but they might have Virgo somewhere else. At any rate, you have the Wheel of Fortune as well in the upper row. This is a wheel, this is the wheel of your destiny here spinning in your favor. This is a change in luck, a change in material situations. Like, for those of you who are not here for love at all, your career, enterprise, business situation looks very good. Like, looks like that's going to start turning around if it's been slow. And it's I feel like very strongly it's because of some sacrifice you've made. Now, in the future, once again, you have this Page of Pentacles. This is a new money offer or a new material situation coming through. Again, somebody coming in with a pentacle here. This could also be just good news generally. Some of you maybe are in academia. I do feel like some of you are maybe in academia or students or something like that, researching something like that. But then you also here have this Eight of Pentacles. This is positive movement forward. This is just a good sign in your career or your business. It's also the traditional talent card in the tarot. It says you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability here that keeps you well provided for. You can see this person here wrapping up their latest creation. There are other ones here hanging up on the ceiling, ready to be sold, ready to be handed in. Definitely a very good sign. And it's also, I typically, once again, I associate this card with Virgo. You have Hermit, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, all these different earth energies coming in here. And lastly, you have this Ten of Cups. You're really achieving total fulfillment, total happiness, a windfall of emotions and good times and good vibes coming in for you here. Something happening. And remember, this is a card of abundance as well, because abundance doesn't have to just be material. It can also be getting that relationship with that Knight of Cups or whatever. By the way, it doesn't matter what gender you're interested in. This is just a really good person arriving. And for some of you, that's abundance. That's what you've been wanting. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, helps get the word out, and spread the message to others. After you hit subscribe, you'll see a bell. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. Lastly, Pisces, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. I do have a Patreon if you want to support me there. Absolutely no pressure, though. There's a link to that in the description below. So let's see what we get here for you, Pisces. I do feel like you've maybe spent time being alone and you've realized that that's not really what you want anymore. Look, wow, Radha, Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. That's what you're, some of you are really wanting this. been on your mind a lot with the Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, and I feel like you're coming out of a period of single energy, of loneliness here with the Hermit in the middle, and you're looking for a relationship, but something that's real, not like not fake stuff. Like you're not interested in that. The Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. I love this card. One of my favorite ones in this deck. Whenever I get this card, it does sort of like people who are good for me come in, whether it's in business or elsewhere, where maybe healthcare, anything like that. Someone who I need to arrive coming in, or events changing, schedules changing, anything like that. Being this idea of being directed by something outside of yourself. Now do the work. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do the work, but that's what that card feels like. And then you have Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Just be honest. Be honest with the people that you're meeting, with the people that are coming in, and just know that as long as you are being true to yourself, good people and good situations that are meant for you will arrive. Let's see what else we have here for you, Pisces. Let's see what other cards want to come through for you with the tarot. Some of you are attracting a long-term marriage partner. Some of you have spent time working on that. Yeah, you have this Eight of Cups here. The Star. And the Four of Swords. So Eight of Cups, walking away from a disappointing situation. I actually love the Eight of Cups because this person's about to embark on a journey towards their wish, towards the Nine of Cups. And the thing is, they're leaving these old things in the past, these broken relationships, these people that no longer serve them, these jobs that weren't good for them. They're a thing of the past, and they're taking an empowered step forward towards a better direction. And I do see you having done the work towards that. You have the Star and the King of Wands. Like, some of you are inspiring people in a big way, because the Star is potentially being in the spotlight. The King of Wands will find themselves in the spotlight because of their passion, but the King of Wands is inspirational, and the Star is like I said, star power, if you think about it that way. So the other thing is, the Star is a wish granted, and it's also good for healing. It's just an excellent card. It comes after the Tower because you need a healing after the upheaval of the Tower, and for you, it's like this wish is coming true. You have the Hanging Man and the Four of Swords. You've taken time to heal. Okay, this is healing waters of renewal with the Star here, this pond, and the both cards indicating healing. You've done some work here in the past. There's no question about it. Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups. Okay, so perhaps not out of the water yet. Perhaps there is a little bit more work to do, but what am I getting here? So Knight of Cups, somebody who's disappointed right now. They're standing in disappointment. The thing is, this person has not left the broken cups yet. You see the spilled cups here? They do not see the cups that are overflowing behind them. And so it tells you to look on the bright side. This person is, by the way, the Eight of Cups. They're looking on the bright side. So keep doing that, okay? And as it shows up here with the Knight of Cups, just realize that people who are serving you will come in as you just keep moving forward. The Hermit and the Seven of Cups, you've spent a lot of time deciding on which direction to go. There could be a lot of options that come in for you here. I do feel like you need to stick to your core values. I do feel like for the majority of you, you want something stable. And so just keep that in mind. There could be multiple people with multiple interests. And for you, I feel like what you want is stability. Your destiny here is coming in. There's a change in luck. But the thing is, you may be feeling blinded because of the way things were in the past, with the Two of Swords on top of the Wheel of Fortune. So that's what I feel like with that. Let's see what else we have here. Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. 9-9. So, arrival. You are arriving here, okay? Let's clarify this Nine of Swords. Interesting. Five of Pentacles. It's weird because those cards don't really fit, but the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, I do feel like regardless of if this person comes in or whatever, you have achieved independence for yourself. You can sustain yourself no matter what with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. I do feel like for those of you, you want something stable, but you also are not interested in being dependent on someone else. Like, it's important that you have your own thing going, you have your own money, you have your own apartment, whatever, and that's how that starts. And I feel like that's what's going in for some of you. 7 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles, maybe competition around an offer coming in. Stand your ground, okay? Not a time to give up. And I do feel like the thing is, you have this 8 of Pentacles, good things happening, but it's almost like maybe you don't give yourself credit for something with the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is someone who's having a nightmare, it's mental anguish. It's associated with anxiety. And the 5 of Pentacles with it is somebody who is feeling left out in the cold, okay? They're feeling, they have poverty mindset. They're feeling like they don't have much. But for you, it's thoughts, okay? It's thoughts and feelings and not actual reality, because you have a ton of cards of abundance here. You have a really good reading, so it's almost like maybe there's a project that some of you are handing in or completing, and you feel like it's going to go bad, but that's not actually what's going to happen. I do feel like some of you are stressing over a project or work situation just because you don't know the answer yet. Main female, expectation, message of concern, courtship, gift, false person, wealthy man. Yeah, like I said, I think some of you are going to have multiple options that come in. One of them is going to just want to do the same thing you've always done, which is potentially, I'm not saying this for every Pisces, but I'm just saying for like some of you, it's probably like been more of quick relationships. And that's not really what you're interested in anymore. I do feel like you have attained financial independence, so I don't feel like you're worried about relying on anybody. I feel like you're attracting somebody who's really going to try hard here to get you and win you over. And I feel like this person's stable, the other person's not. And that's what I feel like. Or the other person may just not have good intentions. So yeah, just keep sharing your gift with people, keep sharing your gift with the world, and this whole situation is going to turn around. You're inspiring people. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.